17 years of Tea in the Park, and here we are again, all ready to hit Balado. With me now is Geoff Ellis. Hello.
Hi, Bev.
Hi, you've just announced the lineup for this year, 2010 Tea in the Park. It's fantastic. Tell me a wee bit about it.
Yeah, well, I think it's probably the most diverse we've had in all 17 years, really. You know, with Black Eyed Peas, Prodigy, Jay-Z, Eminem, Muse, Kasabian, Florence and the Machine, Dizzy Rascal, and Biffy Clyro, Paolo Nutini.
You've got masses.
Yeah.
You've got the dance tent as well. You've got people like David Guetta.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, David Guetta's not in the slam tent, but you know he's playing at the festival. Yeah, and Carl Cox, Plastic Man, you know, Florence and the Machine. You know, The View, Calvin Harris. You know, I think it's so diverse. You know, rock acts like Wolf Mother and Rise Against. You know, the Cribs. It's just you know, and a lot of women this year as well. You know, Goldfrapp, The Gossip. You know, as well as Florence, who I've mentioned.
You've got people like Florence and the Machine, LaRue. You've got a strong female presence. Interestingly, these are people that were, you know, just at the Brits. Is that good foresight from you, or did you just say, hey, they were at the Brits, let's get them as well?
Well, no, because obviously, you know, these acts we were getting, you know, booked in, you know, last year, you know, before we knew whether they're going to win any nominations.
Ball,
yeah, well, yeah, and you know, people like Ellie Gould. I mean, you know, because we're concert promoters anyway, we're working with people like Ellie Goulding, and you know, have been for a while. We're working with Florence and the Machine at the start of her career, so you know. Obviously you don't get everything right, but you know, when people are getting awards, be it Brits, Grammys, NME Awards, whatever, you know, it's not just, you know, by chance, you know, that we've put them. We're obviously thinking along the same lines, thinking, well, these bands, you know, people like Dizzy Rascal, you know, Paolo Nutini, you think, well, yeah, they've got something that they're special, and you want to have them as part of your lineup, and you know, most of them get recognised as well with awards, and rightfully so, at least, you know, nominations, if not awards. The coup with Eminem is fantastic, which we never thought it was going to be UK exclusive, but it looks like it is now, which is, you know, it's great news.
It is such a colourful lineup this year. Is that what you're most excited about, the Eminem stuff?
Yeah, well, you know, that's the one I probably thought was least likely to actually come off, and then to get Eminem and Jay-Z, it's like, yeah, you know, it's like get in, you know. So, and then, you know, Black Eyed Peas, you know, just, you know, confirming last few days. Hot Chip and Mumford & Sons confirming this morning, you know. So, you know, really pleased, and there's a lot more to come yet. There's a lot more still to be announced, you know, not just smaller bands, but, you know, some bigger names too.
The other thing that we do know is definitely happening on the weekend of Tea in the Park is the World Cup final. Is that something you've thought about?
Really?
Apparently so.
Oh, no. You know, obviously, you know, I think it'd be more of a concern with Scotland in the finals, which, you know, unfortunately they're not. But, you know, so, you know, we've no plans to screen the final at all. I mean, people come to Tea in the Park to see the music, you know. They can, you know, Sky Plus or whatever you do these days, you know, if you want to watch the final, you know, when you get back home on a Monday or something. But I think the level of interest in the World Cup is not particularly high in Scotland.
So no big screen this year?
No. Well, the only big screens will have the artists on them, and you know, like I say, I don't think there'll be many people going, oh, I wish I could watch the World Cup final. If they're at Tea in the Park, they're going to be wanting to watch the bands on the stages. And
other Fringe events that are happening at this year's Tea, have we got the usual mix of different things? Anything a bit unusual?
Yeah, well, we're still working on some of the kind of weird and wonderful elements of it. You know, we always want to improve the kind of, you know, the non-music element of Tea in the Park. You know, which, you know, is important, and a lot of people don't. You know, we're so well known for the lineup that people don't always realise there's lots of other things. It's not just a music festival. There's different things going on around the site, and you know, we'll look to you know, embellish those. You know, bring more things in, particularly kind of things that are very visual. You know, sculptures. We always like to have a bit of, you know, performance art there going on as well, and you know, for people to kind of discover things like, you know, healthy tea and coming across that, and you know, some of the other areas that you know, not featuring the big name bands. And you know, we'll be putting particular focus on the campsite this year to make sure there's lots of things happening there, you know, for those who are there from the Thursday right through to the Monday morning.
Will you be donning fancy dress this year?
Well, possibly again, yeah, possibly.
What do you want to be?
Well, last year I was a pirate, so I don't know. I'm not sure what I'll be. Maybe I'll be a World Cup footballer this year, you know. But
brilliant idea. Thank you very much, Geoff Ellis.
Cheers, Bev.